What was up, guys? Ignore my bitch ass dog. She won't shut the fuck up. But this is a video of how to import gmod maps, or really any source map, into Pavlov. So I'm assuming you already have the Pavlov workshop. You already have the Pavlov mod kit. And I'm assuming you have Gary's mod. Unless you don't, it still should be able to work. So let's wait for this to open. Actually, no, we don't need to. So let's find a map. Any kind of map. This. Or what about this? If it's like a really big map, it would probably be harder. What is this? If it's a really big map, it will probably be harder to do. So I recommend choosing one that's not like inf map, something crazy. But let's choose this hard looking modern map, modern house. So let's click on subscribe on it. Next thing we want to do, go up to here, this, and you just want to paste that into here. Copy this, and then you want to find it should be in program files, Steam apps, workshop, content, and the app ID for the source game of your choice. For Gary's mod, that would be 4000. And you want to push in here after you've clicked subscribe. You should see it right there. Now that you have your GMA, you go ahead and do Windows E, new thing. Go into your Steam apps, common, Gary's mod, find bin, find gmod.exe, drag that in there. This folder here, maps, you have your BSP. Now you will need one software for this, that being BSP source. Link will be in the description, but I already have it installed. You want to go ahead and get that set up. You want to go ahead and find BSP source. BSP source allows you, you want to go to files, you can go to other, extract embedded files. You can just drag this on into here, decompile, desktop, and let's just save it in there. Finish decompiling, close. Next thing you'll need is Blender. Next thing you'll need is Plumber. Plumber is a Blender add-on for importing VMFs. So you want to go ahead, find this, Windows 64, and this is a Blender add-on, so you install it the regular Blender add-on way. If you don't know how to do that, you can look it up, how to install Blender add-ons. So after you have that installed, you're going to go down here to Plumber, Valve map format, find your map, wherever you exported it, game, Gary's mod, import VMF, and it should be imported. Z, material preview. Check that it got your materials. And it should get most of your materials. If it doesn't get your materials, that's because it fucking sucks. And this should be the skybox. My dog is wreaking havoc by barking forever and ever, and she's never going to stop barking. And so you should have most of your materials. Again, you're never allowed to have any nice things when you are using Blender, or if you're using your computer at all. Nice things are never going to happen to you, ever. So you'll be missing materials. But for the most part, you can't really see these ones. You might not be missing materials. It depends on what you're doing. So now that you have this, the recommended by me is to select different collections. So right here, I'm going to export just the brushes. Scroll down here. Shift. Click that. File. Export. GLTF. Desktop. House. Include. Limit to selected objects. Export. Now we can just hide this with H. Click on props. Select our props. File. Export. GLTF. Hide. Lights. Light. File. Export. FBX for the lights. Limit to selected objects. Export. I'm just going to keep these out. I don't think this will happen to you. Go to here. Pavlov Workshop. Create mod. Right click. Level. Open the level. New folder. Brushes. New folder. Props. File. Import into level. Desktop. House. If you want to do this, you just right click to grab like that. Or you can just do this like probably a normal person. Find your UGC, which if you just created it, it will be at the bottom. Brushes. Okay. Import. Don't really need to change much settings. Close this. Alt 3 to view unlit. It should be preparing the shaders. So if you're wondering why everything is checkered, File, Import into level, your house props. Import. File. Actually, just clear the clutter. Import into level. Don't know why it's in there. It's like that. Import. And that should give you your lights. Now your lights will be way higher than they need to be. But not by... They should be a lot higher, actually. So you just want to... in the import settings, I don't know if you caught my settings of to import as an actor with this stuff in it. But you can just rewind the video and see what that looked like. I forgot to stop for it. So now what you want to do is change this. It uses lux. I'm pretty sure you can change what you're using instead of lux to like lumens and stuff like that in the newest version, but we're on 5.1, which is the Pavlov mod kit, so you can't. I would recommend going for 7. And you may notice how everything is really that's just because the lights haven't loaded in. Once you build lighting, you'll understand. You go to light, and you just want to shave off this last number here. So 550. And you can use shift select because a lot of them are usually kind of the same. So it looks like they're all under. Did I actually import them right? The attenuation radius, I think, can be dropped, though, to save on lighting build times. Like so. Environment 7. And the doors, if you're making a map for Pavlov, unless you know how to set up custom doors and stuff, and how to actually do stuff like that, I don't really think so. I don't really think you need to have them. Okay, this white here might be... Okay, no, it's not intentional. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to screw with it. If you have a grass material, you can just apply it onto there. I'm not going to save all yet because there's a lot of unsaved assets. That's how much unsaved assets we have. And it'll take... Actually, it depends on how much materials we have. We have 91 materials. Each take a small amount to save. But that adds up. So now we have this in thing. And next thing we will do is this thing is obviously too small. I mean, not obviously, but it is too small. The best way to check is by dragging in a Pavlov spawn. That is about the average size of a player. I mean, not the average size, I guess. This is like 6 feet. But it clears it. And if you were to select all of this and scale it with R, like you were to select all of it, it would scale it based on each object, which wouldn't really be that good. And so you need a way to scale all of it. Best way to do that is by going over to here to basic, dragging in an actor, going into default scene root, just drag this up, setting the default scene root to static, clicking on everything else, dragging it into this actor, changing this to about 2.6. And now that's much more reasonable for a player. Next thing you want to do is save the level. Next video will be on light maps and optimization, I believe. But that's all for this video. See you in the next one.